All right, we're back inside Helldivers, and all it took was 24 hours before the community has to again push back against all the rage bait with a big ol' helping of democracy. We're also going to be checking in on the major order and the new daily, and we also have a plea to all Helldivers concerning those TCS missions. Stay tuned for that one. And to finish this one up for today, we once again have proof that an alien race is already sending in recon units to test our Helldiver capabilities. Welcome to the channel, it's LtBuzzLitebeer, and I once again truly appreciate all the love you've been showing my recent Helldivers uploads. Just in case you haven't done it already, take just a moment to hit subscribe and ring that notifications bell so you don't miss one of my future uploads. And now, let's hit those Hell Pods and down a nice big cup of Liberty. Now, before we kick this one off, remember to use those chapters in case you want to skip around the video. Alrighty, over to the star map, and the Umlaut sector is looking pretty good. Our collective Helldiver might has now fully taken Fenrir 3 and Turing, and we're about 80% through Meridia. And I can see that everyone is avoiding Errata Prime, aka Space Afghanistan, and I've got to be honest, I don't like that planet much either, as it's all down to the lack of visibility, but we're eventually going to have to go over there and take it over as well. Interesting that we also have a defense campaign currently running in the Orion sector on Heath, so keep your eyes on that one as well. And today's daily or personal order is to extract from a successful mission 3 times. Now over to the cutting edge news, and of course it's been just about 24 hours since the latest Helldivers Warbond, aka Battle Pass, went live. And already, we have bait incoming from the gaming sites, and I don't know what kind of bait you would call this. Rage bait? Clickbait? I mean, whatever it is, I don't see it coming from within the Helldiver community, but IGN still decided to run with this headline. Helldiver 2's new premium Warbond is live, and players are explaining why it's not pay to win again. Credit where credit's due. Now, I've been watching IGN along with other gaming sites for years now, and sometimes they post some pretty interesting articles, but I don't know why this one is even an issue, or should I say topic, worthy of a full-blown article. Anyone that has stepped foot into and or logged just a couple hours in Helldivers knows how the battle passes and super credits are handled, and they know that Arrowhead does things quite differently from other live service games in that, number one, once a new Warbond begins, the older ones do not end, so you can actually finish it up whenever you want while taking on that new battle pass. And number two, everything you need to purchase the new Warbonds are available as loot in the missions and those previous battle passes. Super credits can be found in random stashes, friendship doors, and those downed shuttles that are all over the map, and you can even pick them up in the Warbonds themselves by spending medals. I've been through the cutting edge Warbond, and yeah, the LAS 16 is strong, but it does suffer when faced with medium armor enemies on up, and the new armor sets let you stand around Tesla towers and serve as range increasers for all you arc thrower divers, but to be honest, I haven't found anything here that screams must have it now. As far as pay to win actually entering into the Helldivers conversation, I don't even know where to begin pushing back on this asinine topic. Maybe that it's a PvE game and who in the hell actually cares what weapon someone has or doesn't have? Maybe we could make the statement that there's no bonus XP for most kills. There's also no PvP in the entire game unless you run with my squad, as they've turned Helldivers into a PvEVP extraction shooter. And really, there's nothing in the Steeled Veterans or Cutting Edge Warbonds that you simply have to have in order to complete a mission in this game. I mean, we could just keep listing this out for days, like the fact that there's not even really a meta. But I think you get the point. Now, if Arrowhead tuned the Warbonds to only be purchasable with a special currency, not available to loot in the live game, so we're talking real-world dollars here, and they stacked that special Warbond with S-tier gear and weapons, well, we could then start to talk about those business practices. But seriously, I don't know where IGN got this pay-to-win topic from, because we aren't out here having to defend anything when it comes to war bonds and Helldivers. This just feels like it was cooked up to get some attention and nothing more. Like the Ministry of Propaganda was involved in this one, and they need to be investigated for creating undue fear on Super Earth. Anyways, mini rant over, and yeah, thanks for hearing me out. That IGN topic and article felt so cooked up that it needed to be called out for what it was. Let's get back to the good stuff, and we've already discussed this topic of stratagems to avoid while hitting those TCS missions, but this Reddit post with over 3,400 upvotes again sums up this topic nicely. It says, stop using the mortars in termicide missions. Guys, you deal damage to the silos. Didn't you realize it? Also, cluster bombs next to the silo are very counterproductive. This mission is one of the easiest missions in the game, and I know it because I played it a lot on Helldive, but this is hit or miss because of your teammates. This is the only reason why this mission is so tough. And then they finish up with, use the EMS mortar and the Tesla tower, throw the Tesla tower appropriately far away from the silo, and you will have an easy life. In the best case scenario, you'll still have support weapons and stratagems that quickly get the Chargers and Titans down, and you'll wonder why this mission was so difficult before. Anyways, TLDR here. Again, anything that is imprecise, like airstrikes, like cluster bombs, or like the post says, those mortars, will actually damage the tower you're trying to defend, because as those swarms eventually make it to the base of the tower and those mortars dropping straight on their heads, those mortars are inflicting splash damage on the very tower you're trying to defend, and it's going to make your job that much harder. Now, as the post also points out, Tesla towers are great at locking down choke points. Just make sure you're either wearing one of those new armor sets to avoid getting fried by the Tesla, or you actually stand a mile away from it because it will one-shot kill you. And I've also experimented with those mines as well, and they work pretty well. And for the ultimate in 200 IQ moves, try using the orbital smoke screen and smoke grenades and just pepper the choke points or the base of the tower, as those pesky bugs will stop attacking it once they are covered in smoke. I mean, you can literally just drop that smoke everywhere around the tower and then emote for democracy while the tower status bar climbs up to 100%, and you're just sitting there looking like a boss. Okay, let's finish up today with another alien faction sighting, as one of our awesome Discord members who goes by the name of Proof sent this clip over to me, showing off what looks like a very quick testing of our Helldiver capabilities. Now, we know that the Illuminate faction is set to make an entrance into the game, with one of their signature identifiers being a blue energy aura. And this clip shows Proof and fellow Helldivers getting sideswiped by what looks like a bluish railgun shot or even an energy weapon beam. You see it bounce off the side of the mech and strike that Helldiver on foot, completely stripping their shield. And since they are taking on the Terminids, we know that the bugs have nothing that would resemble that color or capability. So the question is, are we again looking at an Illuminate unit quickly hitting this squad, or is this just swamp gas reflecting off the upper atmosphere against a weather balloon? Let me know where you stand on this in the comment section below. And we've now hit the point where we need to call it for today, and I look forward to reading your comments and feedback. Leave me something Helldivers related. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my future upload alerts. All my socials can be found in the video description. Also, check for that open invite link to my official Discord server, where every day we are picking up more and more awesome Helldivers. Now, once there, we have channels completely aimed at this community, including the ever popular LFG or Looking for Group area, where you can find a squad and then dive into one of our free voice channels so you can use those mics and do your part for democracy. Shout out to the nearly 209,000 of you that have stuck with me. I mean, the channel growth has just been nuts, and I love to see it. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.